Welcome to the Carnival Jubilee for the 2025 Coaster Cruise. One of the many activities we have planned along this week-long adventure is a massive trivia contest where attendees from all over the world come together to see who can do their best with theme park trivia. All hosted by our friend Bryant from Coaster 365. So please play along at home, and if this sounds like a lot of fun, we encourage you to check out the link in the description for Coaster Cruise 2026, where we'll be sailing on the Carnival celebration out of Miami, and we hope to see you there.
Thank you everybody for being here. Means a lot. How I'm going to do this is essentially I'm going to read each question, give you about a minute or two. I'll ask the next question for that entire round. Then I'll call on you guys to reveal your answers, right or wrong, and then I'll tell that person or team if they're correct or not. And for those of you watching at home, feel free to play along as well. You're going to enjoy this. Round number one, each question is going to be worth 3 points each. By the way, you do not lose points for any incorrect answers, so feel free to guess whatever. Yeah. This category is called Also the Name of a Roller Coaster. So this is going to be kind of a Jeopardy-like clue question. The word or phrase that I'm looking for also happens to be the name of a roller coaster from around the world. So for example, if I said, this biblical creature was defeated by David with a slingshot, the answer would be Goliath, yes. So number one, when one thinks of this name, 32 and 212 are very significant numbers. When one thinks of this name, 32 and 212 are very significant numbers. All right, number two, a hit 1979 song by a band led by Dennis DeYoung, or a word describing a betraying, rebellious person. So looking for a hit song by a band led by Dennis DeYoung, a hit 1979 song, or a word describing a betraying, rebellious person. All right, number three. Let's all get to know each other by remembering what happened at 11:40 p.m. on April 14th, 1912. Let's all get to know each other by remembering what happened at 11:40 p.m. on April 14th, 1912. All right, number four, last one for this round. A popular Discovery Channel reality show, a Taylor Swift song, and a famous 1840s movement all share this name. A popular Discovery Channel reality show, a Taylor Swift song, and a famous 1840s movement all share this name. All right, everyone. So number one, when one thinks of this name, 32 and 212 are very significant numbers. Does anyone on this side want to reveal an answer? Fahrenheit. 32 is the freezing point, and 212 are the boiling points of Fahrenheit. Yes, that is correct. These are all 3 points each, just a reminder. A hit 1979 song by a band led by Dennis DeYoung, or a word describing a betraying, rebellious person. Anyone on this side get an answer? Desperado. Not Desperado. It is Renegade, yes. Dennis DeYoung is the lead singer of the band Styx, yes. Let's all get to know each other by remembering what happened at 11:40 p.m. on April 14th, 1912. I don't know if this is the appropriate setting for this question, but yes, getting to know each other is known as an icebreaker, and that is when the Titanic quite literally hit the iceberg. A popular Discovery Channel reality show, a Taylor Swift song, and a famous 1840s movement. It is Gold Rush, yes, at Drayton Manor. 1840s is 1849, the California Gold Rush. So that's a full 12 points if you got them all.
Get all four! Woo!
All right, round number two. So actually 1 week today, there is a little sporting contest happening called the Super Bowl. So for this round, these questions are all going to be loosely based around the roller coasters and amusement parks of both Kansas City and Philadelphia. How many operating roller coasters in the U.S. contain the word eagle? You just need the number. You do not need to name the roller coasters, but how many operating roller coasters in the U.S. contain the word eagle? Number 2. Philadelphia essentially sits on the tri-point of the states of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware. In which of those 3 states can you find the closest roller coaster in driving miles to Philadelphia City Hall? So basically, you get a multiple choice question here. Philadelphia sits on the tri-point of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware. In which of those 3 states can you find the closest operating roller coaster in driving miles to Philadelphia City Hall?
Yeah.
All right, number 3, we're going to shift over to Kansas City now. Their significant park is called Worlds of Fun. They have a huge hyper coaster called Mamba. This roller coaster was prominently featured in a scene from which 2023 apocalyptic HBO series. So, Worlds of Fun has a huge hyper coaster called Mamba. This roller coaster was prominently featured in a scene from which 2023 apocalyptic HBO series.
Yeah. It's right.
All right, last one for this round. Worlds of Fun also features a B&M invert called Patriot, a name that the park wasn't too pleased with to have when the Chiefs played the New England Patriots in the 2019 AFC title game. For that week, what did Worlds of Fun change the name of Patriot to, which also began with the letter P? So in 2019, during the AFC title game between the Patriots and the Chiefs, they changed the name of Patriot to what other name that also began with the letter P?
If I am wrong, you can throw me overboard.
All right, answers for this round. Again, these are worth 3 points each. You don't lose any points if you get it wrong. How many operating roller coasters in the U.S. contain the word eagle? What do we got? We have 8, 4, 5. I see a 3. If I'm wrong, I could be. I have American Eagle at Six Flags Great America, Wild Eagle at Dollywood, Screamin' Eagle at Six Flags St. Louis, and Soarin' Eagle at Luna Park in Coney Island. The answer is 4. The answer is 4. All right, number 2. Which of the states had the closest roller coaster to Philadelphia City Hall? Maybe you thought of Six Flags Great Adventure, Dorney Park. There's Sesame Place, which is only 25 miles from Philadelphia City Hall. However, Clementon Park in New Jersey only sits 18 miles from Philadelphia City Hall. So New Jersey is the answer. Number 3, Mamba at Worlds of Fun was featured in a 2023 HBO series. It's also a very popular video game called The Last of Us. The Last of Us, yes. Finally, the last one. Worlds of Fun. They have an invert called Patriot. They changed the name when the Patriots played the Chiefs in the 2019 AFC title game. They called it the Patrick. After Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs did not win that game, FYI. All right, round number 3 is a kind of one of my specialties. It's called Common Bonds. So I am going to read off 4 parks or 4 roller coasters. They're all going to share something in common. Remember what I said, this isn't always going to be coaster specific. It could be other areas of general knowledge trivia as well. So it could just be something to do with their names, where they're located. Could be anything. Try to be as specific as possible. So like, I'm not looking for like, oh, they're all steel coasters, they're all wooden coasters, they're all in the US. It's going to be more specific than that. So number 1, what do these parks have in common? Fuji-Q Highland, Disneyland, Mount Olympus, and Etnaland. Fuji-Q Highland, Disneyland, Mount Olympus, and Etnaland. All right, number 2. What do these roller coasters have in common? Predator, Yankee Cannonball, Leap the Dips, and Boulder Dash. Predator, Yankee Cannonball, Leap the Dips, and Boulder Dash. Remember, be as specific as possible. All right, number 3. Once again, what do these roller coasters have in common? We got Boardwalk Bullet, Tennessee Tornado, Kentucky Rumbler, and Electric Eel. Boardwalk Bullet, Tennessee Tornado, Kentucky Rumbler, and Electric Eel. All right, the last one of this round, number 4. We got Queen Bee, Batman the Dark Knight, Rookie Racer, and River King Mine Train. Queen Bee, Batman the Dark Knight, Rookie Racer, River King Mine Train. All right, so for number 1, Fuji-Q Highland, Disneyland, Mount Olympus, and Etnaland. This side of the room, do I have any guesses?
You can see a volcano from the park.
What did you guys say?
Mountains.
Mountains, anybody back there?
Mountains.
So Fuji, Etna, Olympus, they are all mountains. Disneyland has a very famous mountain ride called the Matterhorn. So these were parks that are named after or have a ride themed to a famous mountain. 3 points each again. So this side of the room, Predator, Yankee Cannonball, Leap the Dips, or Boulder Dash. And I was looking for more than they're just wooden coasters. Any guesses for you over here?
Parks all have lakes.
Parks all have lakes, okay. So Predators at Darien Lake, Yankee Cannonball, Lake Canopy Lake, Leap the Dips at Lakemont Park, Boulder Dash, Lake Compounds. Wooden coasters at a lake park. Boardwalk Bullet, Tennessee Tornado, Kentucky Rumbler, Electric Eel. So what I was looking for, Boardwalk, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Electric. They all start the name of a Monopoly piece. Yeah. Boardwalk, Tennessee Ave, Kentucky Ave, Electric Company, and then Boardwalk. Yeah. Stumped the room on that one. Queen Bee, Batman the Dark Knight, Rookie Racer, River King Mine Train. Sarah can actually guess. She was very excited. She got it immediately.
I know, this one, I don't know why, it just came right away. Chess pieces.
They all have a chess piece, yes. Queen, Knight, Rook, and King. Yeah. So for this 4th round, it's a kind of a new round that I came up with a couple of weeks ago. We're going to play Family Feud. So on my Instagram, I kind of sent out some questions over the last few weeks, essentially conducting a survey about 4 different questions involving amusement parks and roller coasters. What you guys are going to attempt to do is try to guess what the top 3 answers are for each of these categories. And I want you to try to guess what the number 1, number 2, number 3 answers are. How the scoring will work is if you guess a correct answer regardless of what order it's in, you'll get a half point. If it's in the correct order, you'll get another half point. So there's a total of 3 points per question if you get it perfectly 1, 2, 3. So for number 1, what is your favorite ride at an amusement park besides a roller coaster? Now for this one, be as non-specific. Don't name like individual attractions from specific parks, just what that general ride type is. So what is your favorite ride at an amusement park besides a roller coaster? I think this goes without being said. You're answering what the survey said, not what like your personal choices are. Most people that answered were enthusiasts, not general public. All right, survey number 2. Other than a Disney or Universal park, what's the best park in the U.S.? Other than Disney, Universal, what is the best park in the U.S.? Put specific parts, like don't put a chain name or anything. All right, number 3. I asked the survey, what is your favorite month to visit an amusement/theme park? What is your favorite month to visit an amusement or a theme park? All right, the last one. What's something that you hope doesn't hit you when riding a roller coaster? What's something that you hope doesn't hit you when riding a roller coaster? What were the top 3? I'm going to read some of the alternate answers because I got some wild answers for this one. All right, number 1. I asked, what is your favorite ride at an amusement park besides a roller coaster? The number 1 answer was Drop Tower, 18 points. So if you guessed Drop Tower, 1, 2, or 3, it doesn't matter. You get a half a point. If you guessed Drop Tower in the number 1 spot, you get another half point. Dark Ride was the number 2 answer with 11 votes. Any other guesses? Ferris Wheel was not in the top 3. Flume was not in the top 3. Yes. No water rides. No Frisbees get some votes. Who said Scream and Swing? Scream and Swing was the number 3 answer. Yes. With 6 votes. Frisbee was number 4. Number 2. Other than Disney Universal, what was the best park in the U.S.? This side. Cedar Point was the number 3 answer with 8 points. Silver Dollar City, I think somebody said, that was the number 1 answer. Yeah. 18 votes. Dollywood was number 2. Dollywood was number 2, 9 votes. Hershey Park only got 3 votes. Kings Island got 6. Busch Gardens Williamsburg got 4. Magic Mountain only got 1. Knott's Berry Farm got a vote. Knoebels. All right, number 3. What is your favorite month to visit an amusement park? I'm just going to read these. There's only 12 possible answers. Number 3 was June. Number 3 was June. Number 2, October. Number 1 answer, September. Good weather, you know, kids are in school. And the last one, what's something that you hope doesn't hit you when riding a roller coaster? Phones, middle age, vomit, existential dread. Yeah. So I'm going to read some of the alternate answers. The ones I can read, by the way. Existential dread got 3 votes. An asteroid, another train, tariffs, hot sauce packet, childhood trauma, what's in the shed, depression. Yeah, those are. Yeah. So the number 3 answer was a bird. Number 3 answer was a bird. Yeah. Number 2 was bodily fluids. So spit, vomit, you know.
Use your imagination.
And easily the number 1 answer is cell phone. Cell phone, yes. All right, our final question today. This is, you got kind of a big box there. So you're going to be naming as many things as you can of this list. You're going to get a half point per correct guess. You do not lose any points if it's something that is incorrect. And I'm not going to tell you how many items are on this list. So, I assume you guys are all fans of Coaster Studios. So I'm sure some of you have seen their Coastin' series. You are going to name as many countries as you can that have had a park featured in a released episode of Coastin' by Coaster Studios. Name as many countries as you can that have had a park featured. I say park, if they did like a little quick offshoot from another country, do not count that. And in a released episode of Coastin' by Coaster Studios.
We have Finland, Sweden, Norway. All right, I think. Oh yes, cool.
All right, everyone. Half point each. So put a little check mark, give yourself a half point for each of these that are correct. We have Denmark, Germany, Poland, Belgium, the Netherlands, Austria, France, Canada. They added Laurent on to their first season.
Oui.
Norway, Finland, Sweden, Australia, New Zealand, the United Kingdom, Spain, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Egypt, Ireland, Switzerland, and finally, Japan. I said released.
We had 19 and a half.
19.5 points. That's the score to beat. All right, you guys in the back there?
40.5.
28.5. We got 41.
41. That's the new score to beat. All right, Adam and Hamza's team there.
54 points.
Good job. 37. We got 26.
We got 19 points.
We only have 52.5.
All right, so I'm going to look at the papers. You know, we get some close scores here, but right now our unofficial champions is the team of Brandon, Harrison, Adam, and Hamza. All right, everybody. Thank you so much, guys. You were amazing.